actually was inspired by a critical mass ride. It's just a bunch of people get on their bikes and decide to go ride around downtown Boston on Fridays. Some of it is to raise awareness of bicycles and bicycling in Boston by blocking traffic, but it's also to just show that bicycles are an alternative and fun method of transportation. I think at the time we built it, it was a way to get attention and to show that bikes are not just toys. You can actually use them for things like hauling cargo around.
One night, this was after one of our big rides. We all get together, we ride to protest the car culture. We were talking about different contraptions and stuff that bicycles pull and things that people build with bicycles. We saw a Chicago event where they had a little lazy boy type of contraption that they were pulling behind a bike. We started talking about what that could sit on. Then we started talking about pulling a couch behind a bicycle. It was one of those things where we said, we have to do this now because this is so outrageous and it's so funny that it has to be done. And so then we stayed up until about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning designing this thing, laughing the whole time. And the next morning at 9 a.m., we were at Home Depot.
We got some plywood and some 2x4s, and we started putting it together. We built the platform part first, and then it took us a while to figure out how we were going to put wheels on it. We ended up scrounging some bicycles, and putting the bicycles underneath it as wheels. And we eventually got it right, and then the next big step was the hitch part. I think we're still currently using the duct tape method. It was more just for me to see, can I build this thing? Can I build it and make it work? Yeah, Lucas has also done some pretty stupid things with the cart. He's taken on the interstate. I mean, bikes don't go on the interstate. I mean, Lucas is not particularly confrontational, but he is very aggressive.
Driving this thing around in the city, it's killer. Special when I get the thing going really fast and I weave in and out of traffic like a madman. I go up behind a car and the car sees me in its rearview mirror, and you know that you're doing something nuts when you come up behind a car, and when you come up behind the car, they beep at you. They lay their horn on because you're coming up behind them. Well, then at the last minute, I do a hard turn, getting this bag of knots going, right before the couch and I go careening into the car, and I weave into the next lane, then I weave into the other lane, and then I go over the double yellow, and weave back in and pass another car, and go up onto the sidewalk, and graze a fire hydrant, but don't hit it, and go bombing off the sidewalk, then the trailer goes bouncing, and I go back into the road. All of this weighing in at over 500 pounds. It's WrestleMania-style couch driving in Boston, and I love it.
I went to this party with Craig, and Craig goes, oh, I asked Lucas to come over. He shows up at the house. We should have a barbecue, because the barbecue was on the couch. Police came by. What the heck are you doing? First of all, turn the music down. Second of all, what, do you have a fire? He's like, oh, yeah, I have a permit. Oh, I have a fire extinguisher right there. And so they were like kind of pissed about the fact that it was so official. The party was pretty good, and we ran out of beer. So Lucas drives us down to this liquor store, and I'm kind of intrigued by the couch. And Lucas is like, well, I'll tell you what, if you want to drive the couch, you're more than welcome.
I never have ridden on the couch myself, and I figured it'd be kind of cool to be a passenger of this thing.
I made the first turn. I'm going on my straightaway. I make the second turn, and I'm going down the hill at a pretty good speed, and I'm realizing, oh shoot, I better slow down. And Lucas is like, well, that's where you want to go. But there's 2 lanes of traffic. I'm in the left lane, and there's cars on my right going in there, And I'm like trying to slow down, and I'm slowing down gradually, and I'm looking for my turn, but there's no blinker.
We've gone about 50 yards. Well, at about the 50-yard line, I said, I think we're going to crash. I didn't want to say anything. Maybe I didn't want to insult him. Maybe I thought it was too fun. Maybe I wanted to crash. I don't know.
I realized I'm skidding. I'm just skidding. No, it wasn't normal. It wasn't normal at all. I tried so hard to lean. I'm leaning. I missed the car with the bike, and the bike just misses it, but as it's missing it, I lay it over. It just collapses, and I fall.
The volume of the crash was such that it sounded like one car crashing into another.
Craig is like, holy shit, but Lucas, oh my god, he's like, this is not good, okay. All right, let's hide the beer, let's get the license plate off the vehicle. The guy driving the car comes around, he starts freaking out, he's like completely confused. And then Lucas comes over and was like, oh, I'm actually the owner of the vehicle. It's insured and it's registered and there's no need to worry. My name is Andy Carr. Here's my card. He gave him a card. We'll take care of this. But this is no place to stop right now. So we really should get going. And he just drove away.
I like to take risks. Life is about risks. She's been on the expressway. She's been downtown. Newbury Street's one of her favorite places. Yeah, she likes the city a lot. And that's where she always ends up, is the city. If not the highway. I think it's pretty funny taking a couch out on the highway. Or taking it on the on-ramp. Or going on the off-ramp and trying to merge with traffic. Yeah, there's bad things that can happen. I'm not totally nuts. I know that, I could get hurt by this thing. I mean, if I crash, I fall down and this doggone thing runs me over, I'm screwed. I'll be in the hospital. If a couch runs me over at 20 miles an hour, that's it. I'll be in the hospital. I'll be injured. I'll be laid up. I won't be able to race. I won't be able to do anything if that thing runs me over. Hey, I'm scared going down the road. Does that stop me? No. Do I think about it? No. Do I have common sense? I'll leave that up to you.